Hey there! You're watching the Jessa Channel on YouTube. I'm Jessa, and today I am here with more Kettle Falls. This is The Sims 2 with all expansion and stuff packs, and in the last few episodes we have been visiting with the folks at the flop house, and now we're ready to move on. This hood is all set up and ready to go. So we're going to be playing with the Sloane sisters at their townhouse. And I'm going to start out with decorating it, which we should be able to get done, I should say, pretty quickly, because it's a very small lot. So let's head on in and see how the sisters are going to do up their pad. All right, here we are at the Sloane sisters townhouse. This is a lot that, if I recall correctly, I had to make over quite a bit. And in fact, that reminds me, I'm going to pause for another moment so I can go see if I can find it for you. And I will be back in just a moment. Found it. This is it's called Anne's House. It's by Crunchy Sims, and it's at LiveJournal, in the LiveJournal community called The Big Trade-Off. So perhaps try Google searching LiveJournal, The Big Trade-Off, Crunchy Sims, or Anne's House, and see if that gets you to it. I remember it was a lovely house, and I liked the layout. I liked that it was one by one. It had a lot of landscaping outside, and it's fully decorated in case you want to go on in and play it as is. But I emptied it out, and now that I'm thinking about it, I'm trying to remember how she had her kitchen set up. Oh, okay. So she had things set up a little differently. I changed the doors, the way the windows were set. But essentially, it's the same layout. Yeah, she had her bed up against the wall here, the same as I'm going to do. So this lot, if you're going to put a double bed in the top floor, definitely requires inaccessible beds. A mod by Simlogical. By Inga at Simlogical. So, this little empty house over here that I keep mousing over is the little schoolhouse, as you can see. So the first thing I'm going to do is move the sisters out of the way and set up my building codes. Move objects on. Quarter tile cheat on. And I'm also going to take this time to address a question that I was asked regarding my annual calendar, which is a timekeeping system I use in The Sims. And in that recent tutorial that I posted, I was asked, how do I keep my seasons in sync using my custom calendar? And I forgot to mention in that tutorial a very important mod. There are two mods that I use. One I showed you, which is called Individual Aging by Monique. And then the other one is called the Seasons Controller. Season and Weather Controller. It's by Sim Wardrobe. So whenever I come into any lot, this one, for example, based on my calendar system, this neighborhood is in spring. I don't worry about time or anything of that nature. I turn off basically the time. So we're going to set this to season 1, which it already is set to, but let's just say it happens to be summer. So we're going to set to season 1, which in my neighborhood is spring, summer, fall, winter. That's how my seasons are set up. I'm going to set it to season 1, which will take it all the way back to the beginning to 5 days left in spring. And then I'm going to set the season length to infinite. So it will stay spring on this lot until the annual calendar changes to summer. Or whenever I next play this lot, wherever the annual calendar says it is, I will change out the seasons and make it correct to the calendar. The whole point of the annual calendar is that it means that if there's nothing happening story-wise at this lot, I might not visit it for several seasons. And the whole point of my calendar system is that you don't have to do rotations to keep everybody in sync. You can play as the story dictates and still age everybody up in a way that their ages stay in sync. So, this door, if I believe correctly, was over here on this wall. I think I may have added some windows. The stairs are in the same place. The second floor is here. And this will be Claire's bedroom. Little bathroom here. And then this top floor. And the first thing I'm going to do is, and this is a little bit of a pain in the rear to do because I can't see. I have to kind of guess. But I'm going to delete all these floors. And then I'm going to hold down the shift key and replace the floors. And then here, and I'll show you what I mean. There, underneath the windows, the floors do not return. But when I go back to build mode, I have to do it by just guessing, basically. So I'm going to place one here and one here and hope we're doing the right thing here. Just one of the little, it's a shame that they made it so that these do not stay down in build mode the way they do in buy mode. So they're a little tedious to work with if you want to change the flooring underneath them. But I want the flooring to match, and I didn't like the flooring that was under there. So let's see how that turned out. Okay, perfect. I can also see that the walls, even though I will never see them, except when this is down, which actually is not true. I'll see them most of the time. I can see that the walls don't match, so I'm going to see if I can hold the shift key and change them. Let's see. Did that work? Nope. Don't know what I just changed, and I just noticed a wall screwed up over here. So let me go back and try again. So here it shows me let's see if that worked. That's a pain. Oh, I think I just did the wall. Yeah, I did the walls on the second floor. Not even close. All right, well, I'm going to leave it because otherwise I'll drive you guys crazy trying to fix that. And if it drives me nuts, which it probably will, I will fix it in between the episodes. Okay. If you know a trick for getting those without having to take every roof off, I suppose what I could do is just take one roof off. Were you hoping that I would figure that out? Probably. Let's see if that works. And down we go. Yes, that works. Well, all right. Better late than never, as my grandma used to always say. Which she pretty much never said, but who's counting? Okay. So one of the things I love are the little touches. Look, it has little decorations here. And I just love that touch to these. These came with Apartment Life. Okay, let's get down to the nitty-gritty business of this. So I have a feeling that the sisters are gonna definitely need to take out a loan. And I'm not going to fuss about too much with my bank sim right now. I'm just going to give them a loan from the loan jar, just to save a little bit of time. And I'll put that down there for when we need it. In between episodes, I have been hard at work on doing something that I felt was pretty important to bring better quality to my decorating episodes. I've realized that I have a lot of content, which is wonderful and great fun. However, I'm going to do this. However, it was slowing down my decorating episodes to have to move through a lot of content that I was not interested in using in order to get to the content I was interested in using. And mostly that's Maxis content that I've had for years that we all have in our games. And I just don't use Maxis content very much. I mean, very little of it. And the other aspect was I just wanted to clean out and give a good clean out to my downloads folder. So what I did was I downloaded some hiders. They're from Almighty Hat at, I believe she's at LiveJournal, Almighty Hat. Either at LiveJournal or Dreamwith. And she has very carefully gone through and hid every single thing from every single expansion, and I think stuff pack too. I could be wrong on that, but in any case, she's hid almost all the Maxis content, and it must have been the stuff packs too, because when I opened up my game without any custom content in it, most of these were grayed out, meaning that there was absolutely nothing in the appliance category or absolutely nothing in the electronics category because I'd hit it all. Then I put my custom content back in, and I downloaded a mod which takes away the little star. Let me show you what I mean. So I'm about to pick a sink out here. Almost all of this is custom content. And normally custom content shows up with a little star. But I downloaded a mod that I believe is from Mod The Sims. That is, and in fact, why don't I just tell you instead of guessing? I'm pretty sure it is, because I just downloaded it a few days ago, but I don't remember which person did it. Custom content hider. Let's see. Yeah, it's by Mortimer 2, and it takes out the custom content icon in both Create a Sim and Buy and Build. And it has just been wonderful because I'm no longer plagued with a bunch of stuff that I don't really want, and everything in here is something I want. It took several nights of working at it, but I'm glad I finally just buckled down and did it, because you know how it is. It's such a pain. Okay, so we're going to go for my usual inexpensive sink to start with because we have to conserve funds. And over here, so hopefully I'll spend less time messing about with what I'm trying to find and actually just finding it like we're doing right now. And I can hide things easily. I wonder if I should use the blue sink. That's nice. So we got a little blue theme going on here. These counters are the Caesar counter by Adele. The whole Caesar kitchen set is fantastic. Adele is one of the best modders in the, meshers in the community. Her quality of her meshes are amazing. And she's so unique. Her style is so unique. You can see a piece of her content from miles away as far as, recognizing her style. Okay, there's a certain chair I'm looking for in here. So if you remember the last time I did this, the chairs category went 2 pages long. So I took out a lot. I hid and took out quite a lot. This is the one I want. This is by Veronica. Retro dining set. I'm going to put this here. This here. And table. This is the Bayside table. I wish that had a white edge. Let's see what I've got here. I don't think so. Not that one. It's not the right shape. That's not right. That's it. And then I'm also going to have this repeat over here as a desk with the same chair, just to save time. Love seat. I'm looking for, oh, this is it. I'm looking for something that is, yep, that's the one. This is by Buggy Booze. I think it is. Yeah. The Aurora bench. It was a Black Pearl Sims gift, but Buggy Booze also has a site, a website. Just Google Buggy Booze. And it might be there too. She may have moved her stuff that she did at Black Pearl Sims over. And I have never had a chance to use this love seat, and it's the kind of simple look I'm going for this lot. Table over here. Nope, wrong category. So I have almost all my custom computers, and I deleted almost all of them. I hid almost all of the Maxis computers and TVs. And I have just a few things here that I use. I don't use any other computer except for Monique's, which is basically this one or this one, depending on the house. Oh, yeah. This is Sim Wardrobe's refurbishable computer. Refurbishable. You can upgrade it, basically, or refurbish it. And then one more thing here, down here. There's a neat little... And also, the added benefit of cleaning out and deleting a lot of Maxis stuff is that I was able to see custom content that have been in here, but I just didn't notice it because it was in a huge pile of other things, including this totally cute little boombox that I like. So, let's see here. You should be getting used to me watching me use OMSPs enough by now that I don't need to explain them as much anymore. They basically allow me to do exactly what I'm just doing right now. So this hallway is interesting. It's a little awkward in that I'm pretty sure these stairs might cause route failures. Because this whole area around it, I think, needs to be free. Like if I have a chair here, I'm not sure if another sim can get around if there's a sim sitting in this chair, but I'm going to try it and see. Okay, beds over here. I'm going to do a quick save just to not tease the devil here. And I'm also going to take a quick sip of tea because I said Buggy Booze recently. That's my new rule. Every time I say Buggy Booze, somebody's got to take a sip of tea. And decorating is just playing The Sims all tucked up in a blanket, decorating a house, and it's kind of chilly outside and you got a cup of tea. It's perfect. Okay, so I have a couple of inexpensive beds here. Both of these are by Townhouse, I believe, yes. Giselle and Pennington, the Pennington bed. If you've happened to see any recolors for these beds, this one this one, and do I have any more of hers? I think I have one more. No. It's already showing me all the stuff I can't afford down here. But anyway, yeah, if you know of any recolors for this Townhouse bed, because I know that Townhouse has a site. She moved her stuff from Black Pearls, but I can't find recolors there for the bed. Oh, actually, you know what? Never mind. Help if I actually look before asking. This Giselle bed. I don't have any recolors for, but it turns out that I have recolors for the Pennington bed, thank goodness. And even though I have recolors, I'm going to be stubborn and, well, let me see what colors I have. I just asked for recolors and then I'm not going to actually use them. I'm wondering if I have a lot of recolors for this one. I want that one. It's still white, but I wanted something that had a white wood to it. And let me turn my grid back on. Snap objects to grid. Control F. There. So, if you use this without the inaccessible beds mod, Sims won't be able to get in. They'll route stomp right here. They have to have at the head of the bed, at this tile, has to be a full tile, which you can see it's not. We're using half tile. This is 3 tiles wide. So in order to get into this bed, the Sims will do an awkward animation, which is the price we pay for me insisting on making all my lots tiny. That's what you get. Okay. And let's see here. I can tell you right now, I will never use that red, so I'm going to take it out really quickly here. I know which one I want. Is that it? That's it. Although I just changed didn't mean to do that. There we go. And I'm going to carry this bed upstairs for the other sister and stick it right in here. And we're running low on cash. We're going to need some cash pretty soon. This is by Buggy Booze. Somebody take a sip. And I wonder if Buggy Booze ever watches these. If she does, she must be laughing. There's some crazy YouTuber who keeps saying my name and then drinking tea. Oh, she'd be right too. Okay, so this door, and as far as the crazy part's concerned, or I like to say unique. We are going to, for this room, I'm moving pretty quickly through this lot. Go for this one here. And I like this light. No, I take that back. I don't know what I was drinking there. We could go with the blue theme, but this blue is and it doesn't match the bathroom. Goodness knows we have to match. That's not right. I could go with this green. It's just not hitting me. So I think I'm gonna nope. So I'm gonna cop out. Go with boring old white. Just totally cop out. Yeah, I think we're down to borrowing money time. Oh wait, might be able to get one more sink. I love the sink. And unfortunately it has a shadow. So I have to move it just a little bit back into the wall, which means that I'm going to need to change this I might have to go with my original choice. I think that works. I don't know. Sometimes you wonder if you're like, I think that works together, or I could have just gone selectively colorblind. It's hard to tell. Okay, yep, now we have no money to buy a decent toilet, so it's time to borrow some. That means it's time to swallow the old pride and borrow some money. when you don't have a toilet. That's serious business. Global billing. I don't know what that means. Let's find out. This is by Saijon. And Saijon is very good with giving good directions. Let's see if maybe he gave directions in this. He did not. So I'll have to figure out what global borrowing means. Or global billing, I mean. And what these levels mean afterwards. So 3% is fair, I think. And so we're going to need... let's start out with 5,000 and see how far that gets us. Don't want to overborrow, because paying back to man is painful. Okay, where was I? Oh yes, toilet. That's where I was. I wasn't actually on the toilet. I was just... Anyway. This one. This one here. With this. Nope. Now, of course, if this were a real bathroom, in fact, you know what? I can't stand it. I'm going to change it. But if this were a real bathroom, that'd be horrible because you'd have to really twist yourself around to get to the toilet paper and end up at the chiropractor. There we go. Toilet paper that a person can reach to without having to become a contortionist. Okay, our simple little bathroom is done. Very easy peasy. I'm saving all of the stuff that we're gonna, later on, like paintings and rugs and knickknacks and all that stuff, for after the sim earns it. We're just getting the basics in, as always. So let's set up. So I'm gonna come over here where the sisters are, and so I'm going to need to set them up with jobs temporarily until they are able to, while we're building out our economy here. But right now there's only one business open. Kathy runs it, and in a tree over there. And wait, no, over there. And she doesn't need any employees. So I can have Sims do things that can earn money for themselves, but I'd also like to have some of them at least have jobs. Let's take a look at both of these Sims. Her high interests are work, travel, politics, environment. And her sister, sports, also travel, and crime. Sports are the highest. And then also, let's look at their talent badges. If they have a high talent badge, which she does have several. She has gold in toy making. She has a gold in robotics. So she's got a middling interest here in toys. Maybe she's made enough toys that she's sick of them or something. I don't know. But I'm trying to decide if I want her to stay home or her. Let's look at Cleo again over here. She has gold in sales and a sewing level gold and a high fashion. Okay, I'll have her open up her own seamstress business. So I'm going to go over here now and spawn the career adjuster. And for career, let's see what choices I have. I think there's a fashion career. I think so. Maybe not. Yeah, I don't see one. I could put her in the artist career, but that's a little bit vague. So I think what I'll do is find and download a good fashion career, because there must be one out there. And in the meantime, because I was thinking about getting her a career and just keeping her at level 1 or level 2, and then she'll work, 2 jobs basically. You. I wonder. There isn't, I don't think, a sports career. Athletic. Maybe she might end up opening up our gym. Let's put her in athletic. That's 9 a.m. So I'm going to have both of the girls wake up. I'll have you wake up at 7, and then I'm going to turn bedtime on and select bed class. I'm going to do, actually, you know what? I take this back. I'm going to move these because I do believe they have to be in the same room as the bed to know what bed class it is they need. So yours was up here. And I will have you teleport up here. So simple for being able to get Sims where you want them to be quickly when you're setting things up. Bedtime on. Select bed class. You see, that's why it has to be in the same room. Okay, and then I'm going to have her relax. And then I'll put this right here so she can reach it. And I could teleport her, or I could just move her. And same for you. Set wake hour, 7 p.m. Actually, I think I want you to get up an hour earlier, because you just strike me as being an early morning sim. Bedtime on. Set bed class, auto. Okay, and then you can relax. So before I put this on, these are very small tables. This lamp is a wall Sims lamp. The only thing I didn't like about their content is that it was frequently set to be $1, which is, of course, very cheaty. Sometimes I think about using just candles. Most of the time I don't, just because I think you'd want like a real light. I'm looking for something that's tall and thin, but not too flowery. That's a little bit big and not quite the look I'm going for. All right. So I think that works for her, but you can see her getting into bed. This is what it's... Let me finish that animation. So this is what happens with inaccessible beds. Then she'll slide over the bed. It's not, of course, my favorite thing, but it's, like I said, a small price to pay. So for you, I don't think you would want something quite that flowery. I feel like you would actually not mind having some simple candles. What about these? They take up a little bit more room than I want on that table. Oh, well, actually, no, I take that back. And I'll give you... Oh, I forgot to change your bed sheet. That's definitely not the type of bed sheet you would like. I think just go with that blue there. And then I'm going to use the... So this is going to take, let's see, will it? No, it'll work. Good. I thought I might have to use another OMSP, but I don't think so. As long as it doesn't look like it's floating, which it doesn't. Good. Perfect. You, I think, would like that. She's not really the flowery type. This is Cleo, by the way, and her sister Claire downstairs. And do I need anything else? Yeah, a couple things. A phone would be nice. Just trying to think of which wall would be the best for it to go on. That won't route fail if somebody's using it or something like that. I know I can put it over counters. So let's try this, and just the chances of somebody using the sink at the same time the phone rings, and you know, we can just wait till the phone is done ringing or something like that. So the only good wall phone I have right now is this one. That came with pets. But I want to make sure that it can be used over the sink. I know it can be used just over a counter. I wonder. Let's order for pizza, so nobody has to cook. And the answer to whether she can use the phone or not, simple. Thank you, you handsome dude, you. Okay, so pizza is coming. Oh, a couple things that are mod related. Oh, there it is. So, I like to put this on some wall where it doesn't bug my eye all the time. This one here. But it also doesn't like show up obnoxiously in pictures and whatnot. And let's disable auto greet. There's the caller ID. And a fire alarm. I have, or had, I hope I didn't accidentally hide it or delete it. I might have. Oh yeah, it was in that loft set. Or it was actually, no, it was by Windkeeper. It was a tiny little fire alarm by Windkeeper. I'll have to get it back. In the meantime, I will use this over here. And I don't usually get a burglar alarm at first. My Sims rarely get visits from burglars. And we need, finally, for her, let's see if we can find a place to put it. That's going to be the question. I am just looking at, yeah, that's going to be a problem. The only place I can think of that it can go is upstairs in her sister's room here, which means they might have to swap rooms. So that one sister isn't always coming up and waking up or bugging the other sister in the morning. So I think I definitely don't like how it's sticking out through the wall there, through the railing. So I'm not going to use that one. So I only have one other choice. That's this one here, which I'd like some recolors of. I don't think I have any. I need to look in between episodes. I thought I had another type of sewing machine. Anyway, I will look for it later on. You are getting demoted. Sorry, kid. Times are tough. And I'm going to have to change their alarm clocks, which I'll do when I'm not recording. Well, actually, let's see. Maybe I can just do it quickly. If they'll snap too. It might. Oh, hey, look at that! Shut up! Okay, Buggy Boos. Everybody take a sip. Buggy Boos, I've just decided that I love you. I hope that's not inappropriate because I don't care. Oh, that's awesome. I had no idea that that had a slot back there. I would have just sat here for years sticking OMSPs on there left and right. Look at that slot. And it fits my alarm clock perfectly. Oh, God. I love her. I think I'm going to have to finally break down and write her a fan letter. And say, I say your name constantly. So she has some sewing to do. And Cleo is all set up as a minor leaguer. So I'd like to give her something to do as well. And then I think we should actually return some of this money to the loan jar. I'm wondering what Cleo might like to do. There we go. To keep herself happy and occupied. Well, with sports, she'd have to build a lot of body. Oh, her body's already very high. So she's already been, in fact, it's her highest skill. Second high. Nope. It's tied with charisma. Oh, well, she's perfect for this. Maybe she might end up teaching the young children of Kettle Falls how to play different sports and things. But I think I have the thing for her. And I think this builds body. I could get her one of these. Or a trampoline, which is good for very small spaces. But I'm thinking about... I have this... it's from Bon Voyage. It's an axe thrower. I just don't remember where it is. Here it is. Does that... No, it doesn't build body. Oh, that would be great if it did. Because the way you have to throw those axes, that seems like a bodybuilding skill to me. All right. So the sim bouncer, it shall be. I'll put that right here. Hopefully that will not cause any difficulty with anyone trying to get to it. And I think I'm going to end this episode here. In the next episode, I'll come back and we'll finish up and, you know, do the landscaping and play through a day and make sure everything works all right. Maybe have some people over. Pizza's coming, so we'll need to have some people over to enjoy that pizza with us. So there we go. I want to thank you so much for joining me for this episode of decorating the Sloane sisters' townhouse. If you enjoyed what you saw, please hit the thumbs up button below. And if you loved it, join the party and subscribe. I'll see you back here in Kettle Falls for more awesome, fun, relaxing decorating in the next episode. Thank you, as always, for watching.